Cars. Now, y'all know I'm very critical on the name of bands. And I don't know, the Cars, it just seemed too generic. Like, maybe if it was named after a particular car, if they were named after a particular car, maybe it would give me a little bit more to go off of. But, like, the Cars, I don't know. I don't know what to think when I hear that name. But I guess it don't matter if the music is good, and that's really what matters. So we'll find out in a second. But first, before we do that, let's find out more about them. They were formed in Boston in 1976, emerging from the new wave scene in the late 1970s. They consisted of Rick Ocasek, Benjamin Orr, Elliot Easton, Greg Hawkes, and David Robinson. Ocasek and Orr shared lead vocals, and Ocasek was the band's principal songwriter and leader. They were at the forefront of the merger of the 1970s guitar-oriented rock with the new synthesizer-oriented pop that became popular in the 1980s. The Cars were named Best New Artist in 1978, Rolling Stone Readers' Poll. The band's debut album, The Cars, sold 6 million copies and appeared on the Billboard 200 album chart for 139 weeks. They have 4 top 10 hits: Shake It Up, You Might Think, Drive, and Tonight She Comes. The band won Video of the Year for You Might Think at the first MTV Video Music Awards in 1984. I didn't know that was the year of the first VMAs. That's cool. 1984. They disbanded in 1988 or died in 2000 from pancreatic cancer. Wow. In 2007, Easton and Hawkes joined Todd Rundgren, I think it's Rundgren, but and others to form the offshoot band The New Cars. Okay, that's cool. The surviving members of the Cars reunited in 2010 to record the band's 7th and final album, Move Like This, which was released in May 2011. Following a short tour in support of Move Like This, the band once again went on hiatus. In 2018, the Cars were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and reunited to perform at the induction ceremony. Ocasek died of cardiovascular disease in 2019. All right, well, look, nothing to scoff at. This is a very respectable resume. I mean, debut album, 6 million copies. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Now, we're reacting to a song called Let's Go, but they don't name it as one of the hits. And you guys usually give me the hits first. So I'm going to assume this wasn't a hit, this Let's Go record, but that's what was recommended. So that's just interesting. That's a first. You guys usually give me the big hits first. They were signed to Elektra and Concord. Familiar with Elektra, not so much Concord. Concord. Record label owned by Concord and based in Los Angeles, California. Okay. All right. Well, let's get into it. Let's Go from the Midnight Special show. So this is one of those, I believe it's lip synced. So we'll hear the studio audio, but we actually get to physically see the band instead of watching the lyric video or staring at cover art. We actually get to see the band, so really, really excited, man. Well, let's hear it, man. The Cars, Let's Go.
She's
You know, it's so crazy. I just reacted to Sweet, the band Sweet. They really remind me of them for whatever reason. But they are, I like the way the Wikipedia page properly kind of labeled them. Like, they definitely seem more instrument based than a lot of bands that we heard that are very synthesizer heavy. But having that blend, it's like a blend of like David Bowie, Sweet, you know, like that kind of feel. But I really like it. I really like it. I feel like a lot of bands kind of overuse the synthesizer, and while the synthesizer is definitely is very prominent in this song, I love the instrumentation that goes along with it. I really do. I like it.
She's nothing inside, 'cause they can't refuse. And she's so beautiful now, she doesn't wear her shoes. She never likes the blues. She got wonderful eyes, and no risque now. And when I ask her if she says she's holding it out. Well, she doesn't fire, that she's my one desire. And I want to hold it out, don't want to break her down. When she says, let's go, I like the nightlife, baby. She says, I like the nightlife, baby. She says, let's go.
She got she's I'll be so honest, like a good portion of the lyrics, I have no idea what they were saying at most parts. And guess what? I don't even care. It sounded good. I really like. So they said Ocasek, Ocasek. I don't know why I was saying Ocasek. Ocasek. Excuse me. He did most of the singing. That's who was singing lead just now. They shared. Okay, let me see a picture. Yeah, Ocasek. That was Ocasek. Okay. Really love his voice. I can't really think of somebody to compare his voice to, but I really liked it. Now let's see if we can find out more about this song. Again, I don't know if this was a hit or not. It was. Okay, here we go. So it was By the Cars, written by Rick Ocasek for the band's second studio album, Candy O, a new wave rock song. The song's hook was inspired by the Routers. The song's vocals were performed by bassist Benjamin Orr. Okay, so that was Benjamin. Gotcha. It definitely kind of looked like Ocasek to me, but okay. Excuse the hell out of me. Was released in 1979 as the debut single from Candy O on Elektra Records. It was a chart success, reaching number 14 in the U.S. and charting in multiple other countries. It has since appeared on several compilation albums and has seen critical acclaim. It was the 100th video to be played on the first day of MTV on August 1st, 1981. That's some cool history. A music critic at Rolling Stone said it's the best cut on Candy O. And somebody else said it was one of the songs of the summer, songs of the year and summer. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, and again, it did good in multiple countries. I really, really liked it. I like the synthesizer, but again, I really love the fact that it wasn't based on the synthesizer, right? Like, there was a lot of instrumentation that went into it, kind of like a Rush. You know, Rush, they had a lot of synthesizer, Tom Sawyer, but again, you hear that drumming by Neil Peart, and you hear that bass from Geddy, and it's like, I don't know, man. It's just a feel. I really love that feel. Again, I like the synthesizer, but I feel like a lot of bands overuse it. And for the bands who don't overuse it, and I don't want to say use it as a crutch, but use it as something to kind of play off of while staying true to the art and creating through instruments, I really, really like it. I really, really like it. It was a dope record. I really love Benjamin's voice. Again, I can't think of somebody to compare his voice to. I don't know who to compare his voice to. But I really, really love that record. That's a cool record. Can't wait to hear more. The Cars. All right, now, The Cars. Again, not too hype on the name. You know, definitely could have thought of something better for the name, but again, don't matter when you're making hits. Don't matter. So what do I know? Really, really enjoyed this record. I can't wait to hear more. Y'all let me know what else from the Cars I need to check out. Alright? As always, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for watching. Until next time with the Cars. Peace.